And I think we're good. Take it away, Josh.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I had a couple items to discuss here. Share my screen. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I don't have permissions to share. Can someone share the community docs quick so I don't have to restart?
Does this work?
Yes, perfect. Thanks, Ashley. All right. Yeah, so if you want to go down to the September 16th topics. Great. Yeah, so first topic, 2.1 release timeline. We've been on 2.0 for a little while. A lot of good work coming in recently, and right now, I think from our side, especially with some of the agent gateway implementation wrapping up and getting in, I think we want to cut a RC1 for 2.1 sometime this week. I think we cut an RC2 in another week, and then cut a 2.2 in probably the first week of October. So does anyone here, does that not align with anything that we're doing? Anyone have issues with that? Cool. I think at this point there's just a lot of good stuff in the release that no reason to not get a new version out there. So I think from a project perspective, we still have a little bit of documentation to do when it comes to the formal release process as well. So we'll be looking to also, retro that after this release and make sure we follow up and get that in a good state moving forward. Okay, so then the other topic here today was, I kind of put some details on that in here. So there are a few features where the implementation is either changing or we don't really want to maintain code as we feel it's redundant to Istio. So one of those, and probably the big one, is AI and inference Envoy backend implementations, or Envoy backed implementations. We want to move over to Agent Gateway for the implementation of all of the AI gateway and inference features. We think it's going to be we're thinking it's going to be a better data plane for this. We can iterate on it faster. It just gives us a lot more flexibility to bring these features into the project. So with that, we want to move away from our implementation with the I think the Python XProc, and then the inference implementation in the that we implemented on top of Envoy. So the features are still in the project. We don't want to maintain two separate implementations. So with that, the plan would be to deprecate in this 2.1 release and delete it in 2.2. Does that make sense to everyone? Any issues with that? Anything to add? Nope. Okay. Yeah. So the last thing is in 2.0 we released with some very basic waypoint support for the kgateway proxy to be able to work as a waypoint within Istio. We haven't really moved that forward much, and it's still very much in an alpha state. So I guess at this point we're not looking to move that forward really much more, because Istio already supports a very good Envoy implementation. We don't necessarily want redundant work to over there. With that said, someone from the community was looking to pick it up. We're just going to leave it in an alpha state for now. Not necessarily going to remove it. So if somebody did come around and want to bring that feature forward, they could, but I wouldn't expect any movement on that feature, at least from our side for now.
Sorry, just to clarify, is what you just said true for the inference gateway with the Envoy proxy? Or for something else?
It's for the AI gateway and inference that we're not going to support with the Envoy
Gotcha.
implementation.
Gotcha, okay.
Because that's all moving to Agent Gateway. Still in the project, just implemented with a different data plane. And to add here, the inference API is already passing conformance on Agent Gateway.
Which leads into the next topic. I just wanted to do a quick PSA I did on the channel, but just letting everyone know that kgateway is the first v10 inference gateway conformant implementation. As Josh alluded, both Agent Gateway and Envoy data planes are supported. So great news, and still have a lot of work to do as the project continues to evolve, the APIs continue to evolve, and just the AI inference space continues to evolve. So we've got quite the backlog, both upstream and inference gateway, as well as kgateway. If anyone's interested in getting involved, you can take a look at those issues. Again, upstream inference gateway, or if you go to the kgateway repo, all the issues, there is an inference label that you can use to filter through those issues. And feel free to ping me or really anyone, and we're happy to help.
Awesome, Danny. Well, that's, I think that's all I got. I think we wanted to have this meeting ad hoc to make sure we're, getting updates out there with what we're doing, especially with the release potentially, like maybe cutting an RC this week. We wanted to make sure we were announcing that. We normally have every other week, so this was ad hoc, so we'll still have one next week. I think that's totally fine with a release getting cut to still have it 2 weeks in a row. So I don't mind hopping on next week to chat. But any other items to discuss here? Cool. I think we can wrap it up then. All right. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thanks for leading, Josh. Thanks for the updates, Daniel.